Good morning and welcome to the Moment from Trinity for Tuesday, October the 20th. I'm glad that you have taken a moment to take a look at this video. This week we are starting in the church just like we are everywhere else, as if we've taken a couple of steps back and we're back to the way we were in the summertime when most of us are working from home, except when we're in the church to do something specific like this, like to record this. And perhaps it's that way in your buildings as well, or in your homes, or in your situations where things have changed, where things you had planned were being not canceled maybe, but changed in a different way than you thought you were going to be celebrating. That's sometimes a hard thing to take, and we hope that you know that this is, as we've been told by Manitoba Health and Dr. Rusin, that for the safety of all, we are all taking part in this new old way of doing things. So, of course, there are some things that are the same. We're collecting fruit and granola bars for West Broadway, and I hope you enjoyed the video that we did last week when we went down to West Broadway to have a little tour. A few people wrote to me and talked to me and said that they'd never been there and they really appreciated that. So I hope you too enjoyed that video. And if you didn't see it, I just invite you to go back and look at the worship service. It's kind of right in the middle of it. As well, this time of year, there is the Broadview magazine, which used to be The Observer, and it's subscription time. So if you're able to get that in, that would be good in the next little while. And I'm sure you'll get a phone call or an email or something that will remind you as well. You know, even though our building is closed, I just want to remind folks that we are doing our very best to get things out to people and to be able to keep our programs functioning and running. And so things like Bible study and Holy Yoga and Southside Community Fitness and Fellowship, as well as the new group, the Trinity Walkers. There's all kinds of things that are going on in the church, and we hope that if you want to take part, that you will be in touch. If you don't know how to do it already, we'll walk you through it, enable you to get online and be on Zoom to be able to take part in that as well. Last week we mailed out our stewardship packages, and again, another thing that we do in the fall, and we're beginning, last week was our first one, and for the next few weeks we'll have speakers every Sunday talking about why Trinity is important to them, why they love Trinity, why it is that they give to Trinity. And we hope you too think about your commitment and be able to respond and return the pledge form. There's many different ways to do so. You know, in the midst of all of this, we're very grateful for all of this community that we call Trinity, that we call our church home, that responds to us and helps us and cares for us as well as we do for others. And so I hope you'll have an opportunity to care for one another, to do whatever it is that comes to mind, a phone call, I don't know. I mean, you're all creative and you have lots of different ways of doing it, and just to touch base and to let folks know that they are not alone, that we are thinking about them even though the building is closed, that we'd love to be back to worshiping and singing and dancing in our sanctuary, but at this time our main concern is that folks are safe, that everyone is healthy, and that we all follow the rules that are outlined for us. So please be our hands and feet and good wishes to everyone that you might see or meet or think about in the next little while. I have a prayer from the moderator in the printed email that accompanies this, but my prayer is about us being created as different but equal and loved and unique and created by God. And if we can remember that, then that helps us to know that whether we're in our buildings or out and about in the world, that we are created by God, loved by God, and we share that love with everyone we meet. Be well and be safe. Amen.